Okay, here we go. Like we're live. How you guys doing? So I apologize. I'm a few minutes late. I actually ended up going live in the wrong group. So ironic, since I'll be teaching you guys today how to make money with Facebook groups. Rachel, who is the host of this group, has quite a few groups, so I got confused and went live in the wrong group. So glad to have you here with me now. For those who weren't on the last chat I was just at on the other group, welcome. And for those who were just in the other group and are now here with me, welcome back, and good to see you guys. So for those of you guys that don't know me, my name is David Kosciusko. I'll tell you a little bit about myself really quick, the boring details while we wait for everybody to get on the chat today. So just a little bit about me. I have in the training today, I'm going to show you guys basically how to use a Facebook group to market either your coaching product, your services, or pretty much any product or business that you have can be promoted in a Facebook group and used effectively. We've used it for offline businesses and online businesses. So just having a following and a list of a niche specific group of people or community is very valuable for selling your product. And if you don't have a product, don't worry, because I'm going to show you. I've literally trained a team of affiliates to actually sell my course. So I'm going to show you how to use other people's products to make money, even if you don't have a product or if you don't have a business. And I'm going to show you guys in this step-by-step how to go from 0 followers, even if you don't have any friends on Facebook, from 0 to 1,000 members in a Facebook group in less than 45 days. So here's my current Facebook group that's active right now. It's called the eBay Phone Flipping Mastermind. So I grew my group to 22,000 members. I started my program about 3 years ago. I've grown since then in 3 years, grown this to 22,000 members, and I've also grown my YouTube channel to over 31,000 subscribers. This helped me get one of my first 2 Comma Club award by ClickFunnels. You guys are familiar with the 2 Comma Club award. So that was exciting. And I'm going to basically show you guys step by step how I did it. So this is going to be a really open training. I'm not really going to hold anything back. I'm just kind of, just giving you guys all the good stuff. So you just kind of take what I show you here and you go apply it. We actually had a girl that was on, and we did kind of a small beta test of the training with a girl named Rachel. And Rachel, she actually already got her Facebook group within 3 days, launched, and had 60 members in her group. So I'm going to show you guys how to grow your group very quickly and also how to monetize it in this training. So it'll be really helpful. Oh, we've got quite a few people on here today. Excellent. Hey, welcome, everybody. I see the comments here. Welcome, Rachel. Welcome, Vanessa. Yeah, Rachel, I have my 2 Comma Club awards hanging up in my kitchen and downstairs in my house. And so if you're here, please tell me what business that you're in and what service or product you're looking to sell, because I really would love to pick a couple members here that are on the training and help give you some specific advice that we can work with as kind of a case study to help you guys grow your Facebook group. So it will help me to help you to know a little bit more about your business if you can tell me what you guys are involved in. And if you don't have a business, please let me know that too, and I can go ahead and help you guys with that as well. So I can give you ideas. Let's see, Rachel, we know Rachel is into social media coaching, social media courses. How about anybody else here? Do we have anybody else? Let's see, look at the comments. Okay, and if not, I'll go ahead and just get right into the training here. You guys can follow along, but the more interaction that you guys, the more you participate, the better this training will be, because it's going to give me some live information to feed off of to help you guys grow a group. I've helped quite a few people grow their groups up until this point, and so far I've had a very good success ratio with 1,000 member, and it just takes a few tweaks. So first you got to decide, okay, do you have a product or do you have a service to sell? What will you be selling here? Oh, here we go. We've got some John from Atlanta. John Lawson says, I'm a speaking coach to help people grow a speaking business. Okay, perfect. Steve says affiliate marketing education, looking to sell anything that makes a buck. All right, perfect, Steve. So you want to be an affiliate for an affiliate product? Let me just make sure I understand that. Or are you looking to be an affiliate and have multiple products? The reason I ask is it's going to make a difference when we select the niche for your Facebook group. Rachel says, I got 3 streams of revenue going. A DFY, done for you, graphic design services, affiliate marketing, and working on a course. All right, Rachel, you got a lot of stuff going on. She was on the last training. Okay, so first thing is you're going to decide, are you going to sell somebody else's products? Are you going to be an affiliate, or are you going to sell your own products? That's going to make a difference. Now you can do both. You can actually be an affiliate. I actually have a guy right now in my group that's going to pay me $5,000 a month to market his service, because I have such a large following, $5,000 a month on top of my regular course sales as well. Okay, so there's multiple ways that you can generate some good cash flow for yourself through a Facebook group as well. So my course sales do $20,000 to $40,000 a month in sales, and now I'll be getting an additional $5,000 bonus revenue just from being an affiliate as well. Because once you have a list, people want to advertise to your list. So let's see. So if you're not clear on what you're going to promote right now, it's okay. It'll get more clear as we go through the training as well. Okay, so don't stress out wondering, well, I don't have a product, I'm not sure. Don't worry. As we go, it will all kind of come together. So next step, you're going to be an affiliate, or you're going to be you're going to market your products. And now what we got to do is we got to figure out what niche are you going to be in. So here's the key. When we're figuring out how to grow a Facebook group, we want to get let me just stop sharing my screen for a second here. I'll look at this. We want to create a niche that is we want to get specific within a certain field. So the more specific that we can get, the better. Actually, I'm going to share my screen again. I don't want to really look at myself as I'm doing this. It's confusing. The more specific we get, the better we'll be able to attract people. Okay, so when I first started, I tried doing, again, I tried to do like a general dating course for men. It's an absolute horrible, epic fail. Didn't sell any courses. And it took me 6 months just to get 40 subscribers on YouTube with that horrible product. I told guys that you're going to find the girl of your dreams. It was not very specific. It was very general. It only got me 40 subscribers in 6 months and didn't sell one course. Totally epic failure. I tried hard for 6 months. And then when I showed what I was good at it, at the time, I have a kind of a chain of cell phone repair stores, and we make money selling phones and electronics on eBay. But I didn't think anybody was going to be interested in how I make money selling phones and electronics on eBay, right? Which is kind of ironic as you look at the Facebook group here. But at the time, I didn't think so. I thought it was too specific. Who's really going to want to sell phones on eBay? But when I started touching, I launched a video on my YouTube channel. It was called How I Sell $17,000 a Month on eBay Buying and Selling Used Cell Phones. It now has over 114,000 views.
With this
right?
6 plus here.
This was the video.
According to Amazon's official figures.
The ad. Well, anyways, I'm not going to do this because the ads are going to play. But this video, I showed people my system of how I buy and sell used phones and electronics. This video got me 1,000 subscribers in 1 month. I went from 40 subscribers on YouTube to 1,000, and over 1,000 people in my Facebook group in just 45 days. Once I got really specific with my niche and I began to teach what I was truly good at. Okay, so I'm going to help you guys figure out what your niche is. So if you're like, well, Dave, I don't really know. I don't even have anything like that I'm good at. I don't make money. So that's okay. I've helped people grow groups. I had a guy that grew a group to over 1,000 people, and he was teaching how to like different types of brewed coffees. Okay, so you don't have to like be rich, or you don't have to make a ton of money to get people to join your group, right? There's a lot of different niches you can be in. There's the dating and relationship niche, life coaching. You've got make money online. There's all kinds of different things, and even there you've got e-commerce. You've got business coaching, advertising. There's so many different things that you guys could go in different niches. And then you've got the fitness industry, and then like for example, Rachel Ponte was on our last training, and she actually created a group for people who are interested in graphic design, right? And Rachel got people joining her graphic design group very quickly once we got specific with it. Okay, so let's get some ideas here and let's get really specific, because my goal is at the end of this training, I'd like all of you guys that are here to actually have a group and be ready to start promoting. Wouldn't that be awesome? So let's do this. Let's all get a group going right now. Okay, and you can do this as simple as this. You click on this right here. You literally just go to manage groups. You create a group for yourself right now. Now, just because you create a group, though, doesn't mean a lot of people are going to join. So let's hash this out together, how you are going to create. Oh, I accidentally just clicked on one of my friends' groups that I helped create. He did over 30,000 a month with his course, with his particular group. So let's see. So what are you guys looking to sell? Let's put together a niche. Steve says, I'm first interested in selling someone else's products or services because I do not have my own. Then I will sell my own once I have my own products. Okay. So for example, here's for Steve. Steve wants to be an affiliate. Let's get Steve a Facebook group, and then I'll pick someone else who has a business or product. So Steve, here's what you want to do. You want to think, okay, who do I know that has a good product that I would like to promote? It's always good if you know the affiliates that you're going to be promoting for, because you kind of have a relationship. For example, Rachel Lee, the owner of this group. Rachel's a friend of mine, right? She invited me on here. Me and Rachel, I've known Rachel now for about 4 years. So it's, I trust Rachel. I know that she delivers good content. So I can easily come on here and say, Rachel's products are good. I endorse them and things of that nature. Or if I go in my own group, we want to do an affiliate thing, I feel comfortable promoting Rachel because I know Rachel. And I've done this. I had a friend of mine who had a drop shipping course. His name was Andre. I made about $3,000 to $4,000 a month just in free extra money, just promoting Andre's course at the time, because his was kind of similar to mine, right? So you want to build a group around kind of the niche of people that you want. So, if you want to start affiliating Amazon course, you might want to do a group for Amazon strategies and secrets. If you want to get really specific, let's say you find a couple people that teach Amazon FBA. You might call it like Amazon FBA strategies and tips with the pros, or Amazon FBA mastermind, right? And then what you do is you find 2 or 3 guys who have a top-notch Amazon FBA course, and you let them share stuff in your group, and you talk about them. You talk about like how to get started in Amazon FBA. You talk about what's in their course, and it helps if you took the course yourself, so that way you can, kind of, you feel good about promoting it. You don't want to promote something that you don't believe in, right? Okay. So that's how you would do if you were affiliate. I don't know if that helps you, Steve. But that's what I would do. So I had a group of affiliates actually that built their own groups for phone flipping, and they sold my course. What they would do is they would make their own Facebook group for flipping phones and electronics and eBay. And then they were a lot of my students that I trained in my course that had good success. They did over 10,000 a month with my phone flipping course. So then they just posted little stories about how they made money flipping phones. They shared screenshots on eBay and things like that. And they said, hey, this guy, David Kosciusko, trained me. You should get his course. And then I paid them affiliate commission. Okay. So you could copy that same exact strategy with pretty much any course that's out there right now, as long as it's a good course and you believe in it. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. Steve says, yes, absolutely. Awesome. So far, guys, give me a 1 in the chat. Like if this is helping you and you're excited here. Give me a 2 if you want to just keep moving on through this process. I'd love to hear from another person. I want to hear someone who actually has a business right now too. So we did the affiliate thing. Let's get someone who actually has a product or service, and let's create them a niche right now for their Facebook group. Okay. Rachel says 1. Cool. Rachel says, I let guest experts sell in my group as long as they use my affiliate link. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So 1, thanks guys. Appreciate the support on that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. And I really let's get someone here. John Lawson, if you're here with your speaking group, we can maybe help you create a group. Let's see if there's anybody else that has a business or service or coaching. Chiropractic niche. Love it. Kevin. Okay, perfect. Restaurant funnels. Okay. Great. Rachel and Kevin, this is excellent. Chiropractic and restaurant. Love it. So Kevin, let's figure out your niche for your Facebook group. My sister's a chiropractor, as a matter of fact. She has a group called Moms on Fire. But I wouldn't actually recommend that. She didn't let me train her how to build a Facebook group just yet. We would get a little more specific if I was going to help her out with that. So chiropractor. So what you want to do is what is your ideal clients, Kevin? What type of people for your chiropractic niche do you usually deal with? Like my sister tells me, like, believe it or not, it's not like as much as backs. It's a lot of people, I think, believe it or not, with gastrointestinal issues, I guess, that they have. So we want to build your group to attract the type of clients that you're going to want for yourself. Matt says, David is the man. He has really helped me. I've invested over 20,000 in coaching with him. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Matt. Matt is a friend. He was one of the people that I just saw his group here. So I'm glad to have Matt. I didn't realize you were on the training. Good to see you. Let's see. John wanted to do the speaker too. So Kevin, if you could reply back about your chiropractic, active individuals and families. Okay. And what kind of treatment are you doing with those individuals? Like, are you treating sports injuries? Are you treating, like joint pain? Get really specific with the problems that you're having. Because, if we did a group, let's say if we call the group chiropractic tips, it's too general, right? It's a whole niche. It doesn't click or resonate with the people that we want. We want it to like speak right to the person, like, wow, this is the group that I really need, you know? So like sports injuries, rapid healing for sports injuries, tips and tricks or something like that, you know? Something that's going to speak exactly to the person's pain points and problems, you know, literal pain points in this situation. General chiropractic wellness for improved quality of life and health. Okay, so Kevin, general is always a no-no in marketing, okay? So Zig Ziglar, if you ever heard of Zig Ziglar, was one of the best salespeople in history. And Zig Ziglar said, you don't want to be a wandering generality, you want to be a meaningful specific, right? So we got to get specific so we can speak right to the person that's going to be joining that group. So we don't want general. Let's get really, really focused on it. Because here's the thing. Here's what people usually say. And this is the same thing I thought, Kevin, when I was creating my niche, is that I thought, okay, well, you know, flipping phones on eBay. Like my group is the eBay phone flipping mastermind. I thought there's not going to be enough people that want to flip phones on eBay. But the thing is, by getting specific and creating a business in a box, it actually made people want to flip phones on eBay that never even realized they was making money flipping phones on eBay, right? So for yourself, maybe a lot of the people don't even realize, for example, my daughter is a gymnast, right? And she hurt her ankle. She was doing too many like back bends and stuff like that. And I don't know how it twisted her ankle or something. So she was in the hospital 3 different times and they couldn't fix her problem. Well, she went in there to see my sister, who's a chiropractor, and I never thought my sister would be able to help her out. You know, I was really skeptical. I said, she fixes backs. What's she going to be able to do with an ankle? So we walked in there. My daughter walked into her office on crutches, and she walked out with no crutches. Within 15 minutes, my sister was able to fix it. So if you said, you know, like sports injuries, secrets, or something of that nature. I'm trying to think. I don't know the medical laws, what you can claim and things like that. But let's say Kevin says, I work with individuals who want to get more out of life and are unaware of what that means or how to get there. See, not a lot of people want to get more out of life. They want to solve a specific problem, right? The more specific we can get, the better, right? People just want a silver bullet. They want something that they can grab and just go do. Right? So like I'm going to give you guys a silver bullet on this. I'm just going to show you. You're not going to have to really be super creative. You're just going to have to get specific and follow the strategy. And you guys should be able to easily get 1,000 group members in less than 45 days after this training. Right? So you want to get really, really specific with what you're going to help them with. You know? We'll go back. We'll get back to Kevin. You can think about that a little bit. That might take a little bit more training. I'd have to know a little more about your business. But let's say, for example, John teaches people how to make money as a public speaker, right? So for him, it'd be very easy. Paid speaker opportunities, right? Or paid speaker strategies, methods, secrets, you know, things that are really great too are masterminds or certain methods that you come up with, you know, like if you called it like what's paid speaker, PSS method, the PSS method, Paid Speaker Secrets by John Lawson. Here's what we're looking for in the group, right? When we do a group, here's how people find groups. So like if I type in, let's say Amazon right now. So I'm looking for groups to join. I'm someone who wants to start selling on Amazon. And I say, let me join some Amazon groups, book flipper community. Oh, that sounds kind of cool. I could flip some books. I'm going to go join that. Obviously, apparently I did. I'm joining that group. Amazon sellers. This is general. I guess I'll join it. But the thing is, there's so many people right now with Amazon groups that's probably not going to fly. It's probably going to get really general. So this person might have gotten lucky, maybe created this in the beginning, but it's not that great. Amazon FBA domination. Ooh, that sounds good. I would like to dominate FBA. That sounds pretty good. Here's Amazon FBA and online arbitrage trading. Now, this one's very niche specific, right? And this is actually Matt, who was just on a little while ago, has done very well with this course. Notice the specifics. He's got the word FBA and also online arbitrage. So those are certain keywords. So let's say someone is looking for Amazon FBA specifically. His group is going to pop up in the top. His group pops up number 2 for people looking for Amazon FBA. So these are very excited individuals that are looking for information in that niche. And that's what we want, right? One of the keys about selling is we never try want to try to sell something to someone that doesn't want it or need it. We want to sell to the people that are already begging and looking for our products, right? So and we attract those people by getting specific and having keywords in our training. Here's another one, Amazon FBA Dropshipping Private Coaching Group. This is a friend of mine, Andres, who does very, very well, has been very successful selling high-ticket programs and courses, and that's his group right there. And notice he has the keywords dropshipping, FBA, and Amazon in there. Okay, so let's get back to this. I hope this is helpful for you guys, and I'm not overwhelming you because I'm giving you a ton of information right now. And this is not a super refined trading just yet, so I hope it's okay. Let's see. I missed a bunch of your comments, guys, as I was doing this. So give me a one if you're with me. Who's following this and is kind of understanding how this is working so far? Is anybody confused? And it's okay if you tell me, Dave, I don't have a clue what you're talking about. It's okay. I'll go ahead and review something. No worries, because this is a lot to swallow in the beginning. Okay. So people here want to get into veterans niche. That's interesting. Group. Okay. Lydia says, I have a question. My group is called the Plant-Based Method. It's about how to be plant-based easily with my method. I can't get through the comments fast enough. So one. Shoot, I'm sorry. Could you type that comment again? I might just go on my phone so I could look that up there really quick. I apologize. Let me go on my phone and I can see the comments better because they're just coming in so fast I can't keep up with them. So the plant-based, is that like a nutritional thing? Okay, so if you're finding it confusing, don't worry. I understand it is very confusing. But as we go through this, it's going to get better and better and better for you. It's going to be easier to understand. I'm going to break it all down. I'm going to be very repetitive throughout this and stick with you guys to make sure you got it. So I'm going on my phone just so I can read the comments better for you guys. So thanks again for being patient. Here we go. This is much better. Now I can actually go through this. There we go. Much better. Okay. So who had asked the question? It was Lydia. I cannot come up with anything sexy for the plant-based method. So Lydia, your plant-based method, is that a health thing? Is that like a weight loss? What is plant-based method? What is the benefit there? So while Lydia is waiting, let me scroll through a couple more of those. How about creating a group documenting my journey to achieve financial freedom using funnel marketing? Facebook group, funnel marketing, journey towards achieving freedom. So Arun Subramaniam, you said about, so it looks like you want to affiliate stuff and you're looking to achieve financial freedom through funnel marketing. So Facebook group, yeah, funnel marketing is great. Funny, maybe what you could do is, since you're kind of a beginner, if you're new at this and you're not used to creating funnels, you can do funnel marketing tips and tricks for beginners. That way you attract other people who are kind of on the journey with you, and they can kind of like join you on your journey. When I first started flipping phones and electronics on eBay, like I was only doing about $15,000 a month in sales on eBay when I first started my group. But because I taught it, I got better at it. And I learned actually even from the people I was teaching, just being in a mastermind. And now my sales grew to about $40,000, $45,000 a month on eBay. So by teaching it, I even got better at what I was teaching. So for you, Arun, what you could do is do funnel marketing for beginners, tips and tricks for beginners, and you're going to attract the kind of audience that you're going to want. So that way your content is going to resonate well with them. Okay, Bobby says, I have been asked to create a new company that's very specific consulting niche. I think I'd want to create a product around it eventually, not sure and make a good group. Well, what kind of consulting is that, Bobby? So we could create a group pretty much there's all kinds of different groups and masterminds. You'd be surprised, from, religious groups to e-commerce to like dog stuff. There's all kinds of groups that we can get in. It's all about just getting specific and resonating with your audience. Okay. So, I don't want to continue to be stuck on this one step. So here's another thing that's going to help you guys to develop your niche. You want to have a story behind the niche. Okay. So what I mean by a story, what is a story? So a story means, like, when I was talking about the dating course, I told you guys I had this dating course for men, and I failed horribly with it. I didn't really have a story. It was weird. I'm married. I was this married guy teaching guys how to get girls. It was a terrible, horrible, bad idea that did not work. And I had no story to it, so nobody bought my products. But for my phone flipping, I had a story behind this. For any of you guys, I don't know if anybody here has actually followed me, but if you go to Flip Phones for Profit, you guys can do what's called funnel hacking me. If you go to flipphonesforprofit.com, download this ebook and just read the story on it. I'm not trying to sell you my course. I'm just trying show you guys how I did it. So what you can do is read my story about how I discovered how to sell. Like I had started going off to yard sales, and then I accidentally fell into this business because I bought my wife a Coach purse for our wedding anniversary because I was dead broke. I had been bankrupt, and actually we ended up finding out that we could make money flipping purses on eBay, and that led to me, making money with eBay and then selling cell phones, and then it blew up and I did like $250,000 on eBay my first 8 months. So I kind of had like this cool story to share with the people in my niche. So they got it. They understood that I was an expert, or not an expert, but they kind of like would relate to my story. So that way they knew why they were following me, right? So, if you have a story yourself for whatever you're trying to teach, it will help the people in your group connect with you more. They'll want to listen to your content. They'll want to follow you. They'll want to support you, right? Because they resonate with your story. They say, oh, this person's kind of like me, or I'm kind of on the same journey. So let me just look at the comments again here for this. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to keep up with you as best I can. I apologize if you're asking questions and I'm missing them. Oh, Lydia said it's a way of eating back to basics with no dieting. Okay. So Lydia, you want to put the benefit to you said plant-based method, right? So that could be, I'm not really sure what plant-based method, it could be for healing, right? It could be some kind of, I'm not sure exactly, but for what you would probably do if you're looking for dieting. So plant-based method for weight loss would be a good one, right? Or like, Rachel has here, influencer affiliate marketing, make money online. You can do vegan weight loss tips using the plant-based method, right? So you're using vegan is a very popular keyword in the nutrition industry, right? Or dieting. So vegan, what did I say? Vegan weight loss. Weight loss is another huge keyword, right? And if you want to research this, what you do is just go into the Facebook group search bar here. Let's type weight loss, and we can actually just get some ideas from other groups, right? There's a guy, actually, I helped Dylan Starr. Me and Rachel both know Dylan. I trained him a couple years ago. Now he's selling high-ticket programs. Dylan Starr Fitness and Weight Loss Group, right? Weight loss ideas. So I would do like vegan weight loss using the plant-based method with, what was your name again? Lydia Puller. That'd be an awesome name for your group, Lydia. So I hope that helps. I'm not sure if Lydia's still on here, but you guys all getting the point? Does that make sense? Does everybody have kind of an idea of how to name your group and create it now? Because I'm going to show you now how to get the members into your group, right? This is where it gets exciting because we're going to actually build your group up. So here we go. So if you guys have any questions, just feel free, throw them in the chat. I'll go back to whatever you have. So let's talk about how do we get members in your group. So when I first started my group, I had 300 friends on Facebook. It was all I had, right? Now, if you go to my personal profile now, you'll see, of course, I've got a lot of followers and I've got 5,000 friends almost, and I'm followed by 6,000 people, but you'll get to that. But here's how you get to this quickly. I got to 5,000 friends in only 3 months. I'm going to tell you how you do it, okay? What you're going to want to do is once you pick your niche, you're going to join all kinds of groups for your particular niche. So Lydia, if I were you, right, I would go to a bunch of weight loss groups and join all of them, all right? Weight loss for women, weight loss for men, weight loss, keto dieting, whatever it is, just anything in that particular niche, okay? Because what you want to do, one, is you're going to start looking for ideas in these groups, and then we're going to funnel people from those groups into your group. And here's how you do it, right? So let's say, for example, I want to, let's just do Lydia's weight loss, right? Pick a weight loss group. We got weight loss recipes. That would probably be a good one for you too. Let's pick weight loss recipes, right? Because you've got the plant-based method. That would probably go good. So you got keto and low carb recipes, weight loss recipes. Oh, this is beautiful. And look at Lydia, how many people there are in these particular groups, right? So shoot, I'm not part of them. I'll have to join them. Let me see if there's a public one that I could just click and get a. 1.2 million. Can't get in there. Let's see if do I belong to any weight loss groups? Let me say. We'll just pick any weight loss groups that I'm on. All right. We'll pick Dylan. Sorry, Dylan, if you're watching this. Not trying to steal group members, but I'll show. Oh, this is a starter one he had, so this is not a big group. You don't want to join a small group like this, but I'm just showing you what you would do. All right. So what you're going to do is look for posts that are going to be kind of similar to what you're going to be showing. Like, for example, here's something with fish and veggies and things like this, right? So anybody who likes this type of post or interact, just send them a friends request, right? You're going to hit friend request. Now these people are already my friends apparently, so I got nobody to request there. But you're going to go in these groups, and you're going to add 30 to 50 friends a day for people that are in these groups, right? So like this one here, add friend, add friend. You're just going to click on that. So what we're doing is we're turning your Facebook profile kind of into a makeshift email list, but it's going to be a lot more valuable than an email list because you'll be able to see all your pictures and the community and a lot of social proof and things like that going on. So let me just see if everybody's following here. Oh, Kevin says for his chiropractic group, Move and Live Abundantly PDX with Dr. Kevin Zelia. Okay, that's definitely better. That's definitely better. Move and Live Abundantly. I kind of like that. With you know what I would put, Kevin, with chiropractor, Kevin, because you want chiropractor in your keywords. So I would put with chiropractor Kevin Zelia might be pretty good. That might be helpful for you. Okay, so again, we're going to go join a bunch of groups in whatever niche we're in, and we're going to add 30 to 50 friends a day. What we're doing is we're building up our friends list on our profile. Okay. Does anybody have a question on that? Does everybody understand that philosophy? What we're doing is building up the friends. Okay, this is a very important part of this to get followers. Okay, because we're going to funnel them into your group from here, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. All right, so let me see if I can pick one more group that's got a few more posts in. Do I have any weightless groups? Jeez, let me try fitness. Got to be in some kind of fitness group. There we go. This is a friend of mine. His name is Brandon Carter. Sorry, Brandon. I don't think Brandon will mind. Just don't go to his group. Brandon is a YouTube celebrity. He has almost 1 million subscribers on YouTube. He trained me a lot about marketing. He's a great guy. So, like, let's say we find a post here that would be similar to that plant-based method. I don't see a lot of posts here. Not a lot of engagement in this group. So if you're in a group and you don't see a lot of engagement, just go to a different group and friends request those people. Okay, but you'll find a lot of groups. You're going to join these groups. You know, what I'll do is let me just go to some Amazon groups, and we'll use that, for example, because I'm in a lot of e-commerce groups. So let's just do Amazon. Okay, so like, here we go. This one's got a lot more engagement. We have more likes here. What you would do if you were going to be like an affiliate for an Amazon course, all right? You would see there's a bunch of people commenting here. This got 28 likes. You're going to friend request all the people on this. If you want to be like an affiliate for an Amazon course, you would go to all the Amazon groups and just add all these people as friends. Okay. And then what we're going to do is then we're going to use our Facebook profile and we're just going to post some content relative to that particular niche. Okay. Let me go back to the group for a second with you guys. Go. Okay. Douglas says, I'll need to prune my friends list, laugh out loud. Well, if you've already got 5,000 friends, then you can just go ahead and do this next step and you don't actually have to do that. But that's only if you have no friends on the Facebook. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start testing content. What we want to do is test content to see what our audience likes the most, right? And there's going to be, it takes a little bit for this. But what you're going to do is start posting, fresh content. For example, so Lydia, your plant-based method. Lydia, are you still on here, actually? You would do like 3 tips to healthy eating. Use it for vegans. Do a post like that. For example, here, let me show you some posts that I made. And we'll just look from 2 years ago when I was first starting my group, some of the type of posts I did to get people into my group. So here's a story that I had posted. I had posted this on my personal profile, and this in my group we got 86 likes and a bunch of comments, but on my profile I got over 300 to 400 likes, I think. And I told my story how in 2009 I had lost everything I owned and I was broke, and then how I was doing well in my eBay business. And it was just a nice story with some good copywriting, and I put it on my Facebook profile. And then after that, people would message me, right? And I would add them to my group because they would say, hey, how do you make money with this eBay thing? I'm getting into eBay. I'd like to make money. Hey, cool. Why don't you join my group? Right? So people would start seeing the content on my profile and they would ask questions about it. Or they would comment like, let's see some of the comments here. What a great story. What are some of the books you recommend? You know, I got someone like this. I want to add them to my group because they're interested. They're following. They enjoyed my story. So I want to keep them part of my community. I'm going to invite them to my new group. Right? And what you do is to invite someone to your group. There's this little thing right here that says invite. So once you get people in your friends profile, you can actually just invite them to your Facebook group. Now, you don't want to mass invite hundreds of people because you can get in trouble with Facebook like that. But when people show genuine interest, you definitely want to show them an invite. This is how you grow your group quickly, okay? So you can easily get yourself 30 members a day just by doing this strategy. So a quick recap. Again, you're going to go to all different groups. You're going to make friends requests with the people in those groups that are in the niche that you're in. Then you're going to post content on your personal profile, right? And you're going to add anybody who likes or comments on those things into your group from there, okay? And I'll tell you what types of content in a little bit that you should post and things like that. Rachel says, I should heard you limit to 20 at a time in order to not attract attention. 20 invites, yeah, you could probably do that. You know, you can post a link a lot on your profile too for your group, and you know, you'll get a lot of people that way also. Rachel asks, do you find it easier to invite on mobile than desktop? I use a combination of both. That's a good question. You know, I'm on my phone a lot. I'm on my desktop, so I guess it's whatever I'm doing at the moment. I don't think there's a better one that I like. The desktop way is so weird. Yeah, a lot of people like the mobile. The mobile is pretty easy to use with the Facebook group, so if you're more comfortable with it, just go with mobile. Yeah. Okay. So who's with me so far? Who's going to actually start applying this, what I've showed you guys so far? And does anybody have any questions up until this point? Anybody kind of confused at all? Is there anything? I mean, because I'm going fast and I'm giving you guys a lot. Is there anything that you're unsure of? Any concerns or maybe skepticism or anything like that at this point? Let me just see where we're at, and then I'll continue on. And I'm going to keep going to show you guys how to do this. Kevin said, okay, he's giving me the fist, which means good. Thanks, Kevin. Douglas, you have a question? You're saying you find this valuable. It says, I'm going to use this. Oh, okay, you're going to go apply this. Excellent. Awesome, guys. Lydia says, fire. Oh, good. You're still here, Lydia. Good. I'm going to keep using you as an example. I love your plant-based method, so I'm going to keep going with this. Okay, so hopefully you guys already started creating your groups now. All right. And you're going to add, remember, 30 to 50 friends a day on your friends list. It's important. You want to be consistent with this, right? Someone asked, is a fan page really not worth it? You know, you don't really want a fan page at this point. That's more for once you get into paid ads. But personally, I don't think a fan page is that effective right now. Groups are where it's at the moment. Okay. So once you get the group, you want to get yourself a nice banner. Okay. Get yourself a nice banner that shows you something professional looking. Okay. Rachel Aponte just made this new banner for me, as a matter of fact. I had a banner before, but just put something that's, attractive to your niche or a picture of you. More, real is best. It does, Rachel had made this for me before and it was just a picture of me, but I wanted to put these real pictures here to kind of ugly it up a little bit. I like ugly pics in advertising because they're more authentic and it's real. So so for Lydia, like your plant-based method, you can show some meals that you personally cooked or a smiling picture with you and your meal or something, or, whatever herb you're using. I have no idea what the plant-based method actually is. I'm sorry. So I'm trying to do my best to guess whatever you're teaching. But, if it was a weight loss plan or something like that, you could show a few meals in your banner, and you're going to start inviting those people. Okay. Now here's the thing. When you start your group, you got to just give all your stuff away for free in the beginning. You want to outdo all the gurus by giving away amazing content for free. Okay. And you might say, well, Dave, if I give it all away for free, nobody's going to buy anything. That's not true. That's not true. The more you help people, the more value that you give, the more is always going to come back to you. You give to people, they're going to want to reciprocate because you're going to literally change their life. So like Lydia, if you're going to teach your plant-based method, you get some people to lose some weight with that method. That's your first goal in that group. You give away content that's so good that it gets them some results, and they're going to be raving about you. You want to get some testimonials right away for whatever you're doing. Now, if you're not going to give value and you're not going to try to help people, I can't probably help you to grow your Facebook group, right? If you're not willing to help people give value, that's the most important part. and it will come back to you. Now, a lot of people are scared, especially course sellers, to give away a lot of their content for free because they think people won't buy their course. But because nothing further from the truth. The more information you give for free, the more value you give for free, the more people are going to talk about you, right? And they're going to start mentioning you. So when I started giving away a lot of my secrets in the beginning, I had guys that were making $1,000 their first week in my group. And they were telling everybody, they were going in other eBay groups and saying, you got to check out this guy, David Kosciusko. He's the real deal. And there was a lot of big guys in the make money niche at the time, and my name was popping up along a lot of these big guys' names because I was giving away such insanely good value that so many people were making money like for free. I mean, I had hundreds of people in my group that have made $1,000, $1,000, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month. I've had even guys make over $10,000 a month with just my free content. And that's how much value I gave to them. So, they didn't feel skeptical when it came to buying my course. I might be beating a dead horse here, so I'm sorry if I am. But how do we what's some good content? Well, so here's some tips. Let's see. Let me open up. I got a manual here that I'll show you for posts for your group that will attract people. I like to create manuals for my companies because it reminds me of the right things to do all the time, right? So here is, let's see, types of posts for your group. So I teach this to my affiliates to promote my course. So you guys are getting all the secrets here today. And I'll show you some different posts that you guys can do in your own group. Okay, so here's the type of post you can do for your group. So a 3 tips post, right? So people love 3 tips, 3 tips to, for like Kevin with the chiropractic, 3 tips to, what was your group is Live Better or something? Or let me see, what was that? Sorry, so many comments, guys. You're trying to go move and live abundantly. 3 tips for more energy, all right? Because people who want to move and live abundantly want to have more high energy. So 3 tips for more energy using maybe a certain method that you have, or breathing. 3 breathing tips for high energy. The more you can do, like kind of stack these specifics, the better engagement in your post, right? Like 3 breathing tips for a clearer mind would be great. For Lydia, like 3 tips to shed fat quickly using bananas, right? Because it's a plant-based method. I'm not sure what you're teaching, so I'm having a hard time coming up with the exact thing. But 3 tips for fat loss with bananas. And you give 3 tips on how bananas will help speed up your metabolism or something of that nature. Or 3 tips to 3 green smoothie recipes that burn fat quickly. You can give away 3 recipes, right? So that would be a 3 tips post, 3 things. People love those little things. 3 steps, 3 tips, 3 things. A story post. So a story post is like the one that I showed you guys when I told the story how I was bankrupt and we were living in my mother's basement, and then I discovered how to sell on eBay. I started making money. People absolutely love stories. So, if you had a story where, for example, like Kevin, if you had a story where you were overweight or something, I don't know your story, but let's say, for example, I used to be 200 pounds. And, I was depressed. It didn't feel good. And one day I just had enough. And I read this book that kind of changed my life. And I began doing this stuff. And, things started changing around. I had more energy. And then I discovered these processes along the way that made things easier for me to have life and energy. And now, I'm down to 150 pounds. I'm living, I have a lot of vitality and energy in life. I have a beautiful family, relationship, whatever it is you want. There's 3 things to a good story, guys, that I'll teach you: pain, struggle, and victory. Right? So, what pains were you having? What were you suffering with? What were you struggling with? What did you do to overcome it? What was your struggle? Right? What did you do to defeat that challenge or whatever you were trying to learn or whatever pain you had? And then victory. What happened as a result of that? Those are great engagement posts for your groups. Commenter engagement posts, right? Rachel Lee is really good at this. She'll always ask little things like, what's your favorite way to make money online? Just something simple like that is a great engagement post. And it gets a bunch of comments. And right now, with the current algorithms, the more comments you get, the more people will see your post, right? And that creates what's called social proof. It's kind of like the effect that when you go to a busy bar or a restaurant, and if you see a line out the door, you're more excited to go to that bar or restaurant. So when you see a lot of engagement on a Facebook group post, you're more likely to, look up that particular influencer or that person because you see a lot of people commenting. So it means, okay, this must have some value, right? Daniel says it's daunting to go from having a personal profile with no posts of my online marketing journey to suddenly posting about it. I know it's going to be, so you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, guys, with this. You know, it's going to be scary. So you've got to envision yourself there. Just think about, 1 month from now, imagine having 1,000 people in your group. Think about how it will feel if you're able to actually help people and get people results and change people's lives, how good that's going to feel. And then think about how good it's going to feel to make money from that. Think about how I felt in 5 months from starting my group. I made $100,000 just from YouTube and Facebook. I didn't even know what ClickFunnels was. I didn't even know what a funnel was. I just started giving value and helping people, and then they offered to pay me, and I took it. And that was it. That was all I did. People reached out to me, and I didn't even try to sell them. I just gave them value, and they reached out to me and sent me messages saying, will you help me? I really loved your training. I loved your videos. Will you help me? They just messaged me, and I said, yeah, sure, and they said, okay, I'll pay you for it. And I made $100,000 with that in my first 5 months, just doing what I'm showing you guys right now. So imagine how cool it would feel if that happened to you. Just keep that picture at the end of your mind, and that will help you guys overcome some of these things. Because I know how scary it will be a little bit when you start posting. You're going to feel vulnerable, right? You're going to feel scared. But when you start seeing the engagement coming in, you're going to be excited. And once you get those wins, you're going to be sold. You're going to be sold. And when you make your first money because of this, you're going to be really sold. When you make your first $500 or $1,000 bucks, you're going to be thrilled.